Love, peace, and harmony, family. I am Cosmic Intelligence, here to serve humanity in sacred love, abundance, consciousness, peace, authenticity, organically. Now let's get into this. Now today let's talk about why God's approval and validation is best for our life than the external perceptions of man. Now, before I woke up, I used to go to church, worked in the system, had friends, had family members, I had a whole heap of people that were throwing perceptions into my subconscious mind of who I was supposed to be here. You know, whether it be how to go to church and how to serve external God, what time to work, when to work, how to work, what to eat, what to drink, how to be, how to live, how to love. And all of these perceptions were taught in a way for us to externalize ourselves outwardly and not give ourselves who we are internally. And, you know, I used to always like baffle to myself why I was given so much outside and not getting those that same love and programmings that I was programmed to. Why just I wasn't receiving it back onto myself? And in 2018, when I started to search, because the catalyst was I was with, he was searching, and I started to learn about spirituality, you know, a different way of seeing life, and started to understand what was written in the Bible as opposed to what I know now, and how my lifestyle will be enough. And because I was looking externally for something that was within me, I almost lose myself to man's external perception of the self. And when I woke up, it was just one clear day, and I heard in a very discreet way, very subtle voice, it said to me, I am that I am. And that was the beginning of my journey, because after hearing this voice, my life changed. Meaning that for the first time in years or decades, I'm actually hearing myself. And there were times I was doubting it, even though when I started to channel myself, you know, it would have triggered people, and you know, I used to question myself and ask myself, well, if I telling people the truth, why is it making them feel a certain type of way about themselves if it's the truth? Hi, the best kid in Rivals, Grand Rising. And that caused me to waver now because it made others angry while speaking the truth. And it somewhat made me fearful of tapping into myself and listening to the validation and the approval that I was receiving from myself, which was the source of life within me. And over the years and continuously searching and seeking and all that before I embodied my higher self. Sure, no problem. The best kid ever, the best kid in Rivals. No problem. You can, if you choose to. And you know, after embodying myself, my higher self, and when I mean embodiment, because people don't know what it means when they say embodiment, it's actually living the authentic you in reality, the side of you that you hide from others now, the side that you cover up when you want to speak to the truth, you speak the truth. Okay, the best kid in Rival, thank you very much. And now that I am I have the full embodiment of my higher self. I speak my truth unapologetically, in the sense that I don't hold what I'm about to tell anybody as it is. I don't, I'm not afraid to lose people. I'm not afraid to lose friends. I'm not afraid to lose anything. Because the only approval and validation I have is with myself and my internal source, my internal God source, the universe, Father, Mother, Earth, whatever you want to call our energy. And man's perception has uh, no wages in my life, in the sense that if it's not in alignment with the truth I am, and it does not serve what I know by having conversations with others, I don't engage, even though some pretend to have the knowledge of what it is I speak of, they don't go deep enough with me to know, for me to know for myself that, hey, this is somebody just like me now. I have family. When I mean family, not my family that I am born into, but family around the world that I can have conversations with that is deeper than deep now, that register with me. Like one particular person here, Wayo Branzi, is one, and Hindi Guru, and I see other family members like Rav Smart, Ekra Tolle, our everyday lives, and a whole heap of other people that register with the truth I'm speaking, you know. And it is for this why don't lean onto man's perception of life now. It is all illusionary, from the religion straight back to the politician. It's all illusions, you know. Cultures, all these different things is all illusions, you know. And I don't attach any of these things to my life because I live in the way of our organic state now, which is of the universe and Mother Nature. And it is for this God's approval and validation is best for my life now. You know, I have lived over the past 5 years totally different from everybody else, in the sense that most of my life, for the past 5 years, I've surrendered myself to nature and the universe, the nature of who I am and the universe. And I can tell you that a lot of things have changed in my life. I don't see the world as I used to, a totally different woman, more straightforward, more open with myself, not afraid of anyone, you know, just my true divine nature, raw and authentic with myself now, you know, gentle and untamed at the same time, you know, or maybe it's like I say, light and dark at the same time, you know, and using them both at my advantage because we know that people, most of humanity fear God and they know God is love too. So there's both a light side and a dark side to God. And I have embodied you too. And for this reason, I use it in a way that is authentic in every way, you know, respecting my space, respecting who I am as a woman, especially as a divine feminine. Where men feel that they can just invade their space and do as they please now, you know. When it comes to my divinity, I stand fully in my boundaries, listening to myself and what my source of life within myself is saying to me how to deal with people, places, and situations that try to distort my reality in a way that they don't see coming. They just get to feel the breakdown of illusions, and they get to feel and see the breakdown of illusions in reality. So this is why I say to you today, beautiful souls, because a lot of you here listening to the words I am saying, the words that are coming out of my mouth, know the truth of all of this, because we channel the same vibrational frequency and only have the approval and validation of God within us and navigate our reality silently, bring into fruition God's will into reality. So, because man's perception of life was all subconsciously programmed. That's why most of them lose their soul in the process of chasing the external and not seeking God's approval and validation within themselves to know how to navigate their life. I hope this was helpful for someone today who is channeling this beautiful stillness within themselves, this peace, this love within themselves that is brutally honest and authentic with everything that tries to distort its space now because it holds authority for itself and does not have anything and anyone that invades its space now because God's validation and approval is best for our life in every way. I am Cosmic Intelligence, here to serve humanity in sacred love, abundance consciousness, peace, authenticity, organically. Do have a beautiful, spectacular, awesome, magical, amazing day, just as you are, filled with the love of God and the approval and validation of our God and Goddess within ourselves, balance into reality and not ever accepting the perceptions of man's illusional world to infiltrate our subconscious states as we move forward consciously. Everything is that is not the truth of us, but living in God's approval and validation of our lives and bringing beauty unto ourselves in reality in the way the eternal plan was created to be. Once again, I am Cosmic Intelligence. Do have a beautiful, spectacular, awesome, magical, amazing day just as you are. Filled with many blessings, breakthroughs, and miracles for your life. The truth of who you are. I love each and every one of you. Namaste. One love, one love, one love. Until another life. Have a beautiful day. Bye.